So in this video again we will continue doing the narration, change of narration from narration of interrogative sentences. In the last video I gave you 5 sentences as homework. All those were yes no type questions and they were all in indirect narration and you were asked to change them into direct narration. Let us see how you have done it. Let us check these things. And the first sentence was, father asked me if I needed a new pen. Father asked me if I needed a new pen. You check your answers and see how far they are correct. So simply we will write like this. Father said to me, comma quotation, if will be removed. I needed, simple past tense. Will be changed into simple present tense. First thing, tense will be from simple past to simple present. Second thing is how about pronoun. Pronoun here it is I, and I is similar to the object of the reporting verb, me. I is not similar to the subject of the reporting verb, father, no. I, this I and the object of the reporting verb is same. When is the object of the reporting verb used? If this was a second person in direct narration, then only object of the reporting verb was used. So we are sure that this I was actually a second person, it was you in direct narration, and then from simple past we will use in simple present tense and we will use an auxiliary since it is an interrogative sentence. So it will be do you need? Do you need a new pen? Question mark, question closed. Father asked me if I needed a new pen. Father said to me, do you need a new pen? Next one is number 2. Anisjan asked Mukesh if he wanted to fly an aeroplane. Anisjan said to Mukesh, Anisjan said to Mukesh, then comma quotation. Here again if will be removed and he wanted, simple past, it will be changed into simple present. This will be the change of tense. So far as the change of pronoun is concerned, pronoun here is he, and he is linked with Anisjan or Mukesh. He is linked with Mukesh because Anisjan asked the question and Mukesh was the person to whom it was asked. So she meant, Anisjan is a woman, she meant if he wanted, it means if Mukesh wanted. So this means that this word it is similar to the object of the reporting verb. So if it is similar to the object of the reporting verb, it means in direct narration it was a second person word, you, and since we will change it into simple present tense, interrogative sentence, it will be do you. Do you want? Do you want? Here it was do you need? I needed a new pen. Do you need a new pen? Here it is he wanted to fly an aeroplane. Do you want to fly an aeroplane? Question mark, quotation close. These are very important things. So let us see the 2 sentences again. Father asked me if I needed a new pen. That is in indirect narration and it is a yes no type question. And the answer in direct narration is father said to me, do you need a new pen? Again, Anisjan asked Mukesh if he wanted to fly an aeroplane. This is in indirect narration and yes no type question. The answer is Anisjan said to Mukesh, do you want to fly an aeroplane? Next one is number 3. Number 3 is, it was, I asked her if she had taken her meal. I asked her if she had taken her meal. So it will be I said to her, comma quotation, if will be removed, she She is a third person and she has a link with her. If you compare between the subject of the reporting verb I and the object of the reporting verb her, with which one? With the subject I or the object her? With which is she similar? The word she is similar to the object. This means it was actually a second person word. It was you in direct narration, and in the indirect narration we changed it into the object of the reporting verb. So we will use you instead of she. She had taken. She had taken past perfect tense. You can make it present perfect or simple past. So I said to her, if we change it into present perfect tense, it will be have you taken her meal? Again her. It is this her. Second person. Sorry, this her object of the reporting verb is used here. It means it was second person. Her is the possessive form. It will be your. Have you taken your meal? And then there will be question mark, then quotation will be closed. I asked her if she had taken her meal. I said to her, have you taken your meal? Next one is number 4. And number 4 is, she asked me if I was going home. She asked me if I was going home. She asked me if I was going home. That is the indirect narration. It will be, she said to me, comma quotation, if will be removed. I was going, past continuous. It will be present continuous, first thing. This will be the change of tense. And then what about pronoun I? I is similar to the object of the reporting verb. This means this I was actually a second person word. It was you in the direct narration. And then, so in place of I, we will write you, and then we will write present continuous tense, and we will make it an interrogative sentence. Here, subject has come before the auxiliary, but in interrogative sentence, auxiliary will come before the subject, and subject will be you. And for present continuous tense, auxiliary will be with you. It will be are. So, are you going home? Let us see the sentence again. She asked me if I was going home. She said to me, are you going home? So I told you earlier also that for understanding narration well, you have to know tense really very well. If you still have any difficulty in tense, make all these things clear. Then watch the videos. These are simple sentences, very short sentences. These are for school examinations only. For higher secondary final examinations, the narration is not like this on this. There you will find within the same inverted commas there is one assertive sentence, one interrogative sentence, or one interrogative sentence, one imperative sentence. They are joined. So more than one sentence is there within one inverted comma, within one quotation. Those things will come later. Once we complete these things, you understand these things. So you have to understand them really well. How pronoun is changed, it was said on the very first video. The rule for change of pronoun, the rule for change of tense. Now we are just practicing it. Every time I should not tell everything in detail again. Just things were given to you at the beginning. You go back to the first video again and see how pronoun and tense and other things are changed. So I think these things are getting clear to you. Let us see again. I asked her if she had taken her meal. I said to her, have you taken your meal? She asked me if I was going home. She said to me, are you going home? So the last sentence from your homework is number 5. And that one is, the teacher asked if we were ready for the test. The teacher asked if we were ready for the test. Okay? So let us see this one. The same rule applies. The teacher said, this is how we will start. The teacher said, comma quotation. If will be removed, we were. Where is there, but it is not past continuous, because if it is past continuous, then after this where, after this be verb, there should have been some verb ing. We were sitting, we were playing, we were sleeping, nothing like that. So where is the main verb? This means it is simple past tense. We will change it into simple present tense. And what about the change of pronoun we? We, the teacher asked if we, there is no object to the reporting verb given. So you have to suppose, you have to find out a suitable object, because the teacher asked, since we is given, this we should be, here we have to find out the suitable object. The teacher asked, for example, asked us. Suppose it is us. The teacher said, no need to write us here. The teacher said, so it will be, are you? Are you ready for the test? Are you ready for the test? If we were ready for the test. So, basic things are that tense you have to know very well, and then in direct narration this quotation, and at the end there may be, in case of this reported speech, at the end there may be full stop or question mark or mark of exclamation, then quotation should be closed again. These things you have to know very well. If or whether is used for yes no type questions. These were the change of narration from direct to indirect, and again from indirect to direct for yes no type questions. Those questions that begin with an auxiliary. And now we will go for learning the change of narration for interrogative sentences again. But these interrogative sentences will not be yes no type questions. They are WH questions. Those questions that begin with the WH word. So let us start learning the rules for change of narration for WH questions. And if you have learned the rule, if you have practiced well the change of narration for yes no type questions, then those for WH questions will not be that easy, that difficult for you. It will be something really easy for you. So then let us start WH questions. Okay. Interrogative sentences, WH questions. And first of all, we will do this from direct to indirect. Let us see the first sentence. The first one is, he said to me, where is your home? Where is your home? This question begins with the WH word, and you cannot answer this by saying yes or no. If someone asks you, where is your home? You cannot say yes or no. So this is not a yes or type question, this is a WH question. And for yes or type questions, we found that we had to use if or whether. But for WH questions, we will use, what will we use? There is no if or whether. For WH questions, we will use the same WH word in place of if or whether. In case of assertive sentences, we used that as a connector between the reporting verb and the reported speech. For yes no type questions, we used if or whether. And for WH word, we will use the very WH word itself. So he said to me, he asked me, this where will be here. Where is your home? Where is your home? It is simple present tense, it will be simple past tense, and this is will go at the end. In interrogative sentence, auxiliary comes at the beginning, yes, no, and then at the end it goes in case of assertive sentences. Since all indirect narrations are written in assertive form, so we will write, he asked me where this your home, your is second person, and this your second person, if it is second person in direct narration, in the indirect narration, in its place we will write object of the reporting verb. It means my home was. He said to me, where is your home? He asked me where my home was. There should be a question, a full stop at the end. Remember this thing. Next is he said to her. He said to her, how have you been able to do all this? How have you been able to do all these? Question mark, quotation closed. How have you been able to do all these? The answer will be, he asked her, then this WH word how will be used. How have you been? Present perfect tense. It will be changed into past perfect tense. This is the change of tense. What about the change of pronoun you? You, second person, will be changed into this her. And since you is in subject form, we will not use her. Her, its subject form is she. So he asked her how she. So you is changed into she. Had you been will be changed into had been. How she had been able to do all these will become all those. She said to her, how have you been able to do all these? He asked her how she had been able to do all those. That was number 2. And now we'll write number 3. We are doing WH questions and we are changing from direct to indirect. Number 3 is, she said to me, where did you go yesterday? She said to me, where did you go yesterday? Question mark, quotation closed. She said to me, where did you go yesterday? So she said to me will be, she asked me. That is very easy to know, easy thing. She asked me. Then where will become where? She asked me where did you go? Did you go simple past tense. It will be changed into past perfect tense. And in case of past perfect tense, had, and then the past participle of the main verb. What about you? The change of pronoun, you is second person. In its place, we will write the object of the reporting verb, me. We will not write me because here you is in its subject form, and the subject form of me is I. So she asked me where I had, past perfect tense, gone the previous day or the day before. The previous day or the day before. She said to me, where did you go yesterday? Direct narration. Indirect narration is, she asked me where I had gone the previous day or where I had gone the day before. So the next number is, we have done 3 sentences from WH questions from direct to indirect. And the next sentence is number 4. He said, where does the man live? He said, from occupation, where does the man live? He said, where does the man live? He asked, where will become where? Does the man live? Does the man live? Simple present tense, it will become simple past tense. What about this man? This is not a pronoun, it's a noun. I told you in the very first video that if it is the third person word in the direct narration, it will not be changed. So the man will remain the man. If the man was asked earlier, in place of the man we would have used he. but the man, the phrase the man is used for the first time, it will be used as it is. He asked where the man lived. From simple past it will be from simple present it will be simple past. He said, where does the man live? He asked where the man lived. Next is number 5. And number 5 is, she said, what are you doing, mother? She said, what are you doing, mother? This sentence is very interesting. See, actually she said to her mother, what are you doing? This could be said in that way also. Instead of saying, she said to her mother, what are you doing? It is given like, she said, what are you doing, my mother? So she asked her mother. You do like that. This way of writing is the same as she said to her mother, what are you doing? She asked her mother, what are you doing? Present continuous will be changed into past continuous, and the pronoun you will be changed into what? It is the object of the reporting bar. Object is mother. Mother already we have written. We will now write she. She asked her mother what she was doing. She said to her mother, what are you doing, mother? She asked her mother what she was doing. So these are the 5 sentences we have changed from direct to indirect for WH questions. And now we will practice some sentences again on WH questions. Those will be from indirect to direct. The first sentence is, my friend asked me when I had arrived there. Earlier 5 sentences were all from direct to indirect, and now the sentences will be from indirect to direct, but all these are WH questions. So, my friend asked me when I had arrived there. We can start simply by writing, my friend said to me. This is very easy to write. My friend said to me, comma, quotation. This is very important. And within the quotation, again, the first word is not difficult. Just the WH word that you have, just write it. The difference is that here WH word W is small. But inside the quotation, the first letter should always be capital. So when you write the very when again, it should be like this. When. Then, when I had arrived there, I had arrived. Past perfect. And since it is past perfect in indirect narration it was either present perfect or simple past. You have the choice because there is no time phrase given. You can use present perfect tense or you can use simple past tense. But remember, you are writing an interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentence, whether it is yes or no question or WH question or whatever, auxiliary will be there. So if it is present perfect tense, then I, pronoun, what will be the change of pronoun? That is another question. Pronoun I has a link with, it is similar to the object of the reporting verb. This means that in direct narration, this I was a second person word. It was you. So when have you, if you write in present perfect tense. If you want to write in simple past tense, then when did you. If you write when have you, then arrived will remain arrived. When have you arrived here? Here, there will be here again. When have you arrived here? Question mark, quotation closed. This is fine. If you want to use did instead of have, no problem. But in that case, you should not write arrived. You have to write arrive in the base form. So when have you arrived here or when did you arrive here? Have you arrived or did you arrive? Both are correct. My friend asked me when I had arrived there. My friend said to me, when have you arrived here? Or my friend said to me, when did you arrive here? Coming to the next one, the headmaster asked me who I was. The headmaster said to me, comma quotation, this WH word you can very easily write it who. Now who I was is simple past, it will be simple present. Be verb is the main verb, again we will write be verb. But the question is this I pronoun. I is similar to the object of the reporting verb. This means in direct narration it was a second person word, it was you. So who are you? The headmaster asked me who I was. The headmaster says to me, who are you? So what we have got is that in case of WH questions also, other rules are the same. Just you are not to write if or whether. In its place, you have to write the WH word itself. And the tense of change, the change of tense and the change of pronoun, that is the same in case of all types of sentences, in case of all other things. Change of tense and change of pronoun is the same. So the next number let us see, that will be number 8. And in number 8 we have, the teacher asked me where I had gone the previous day. The teacher asked me where I had gone the previous day. So it will be the teacher said to me, this part is easy. The teacher said to me. There are people actually really, it is very unfortunate that in spite of all these kind of troubles that we take, in spite of trying to make you understand things, there are some people who make mistakes in the very basic things. For example, if they start with a quotation, they will not unput, and they don't know where to use question mark or not. Question mark, I have told it many times that in direct narration, the sentence may be of any type. That is why in direct narration, at the end of the reported speech, you may find a full stop or a question mark or a mark of exclamation. But in indirect narration, we write all the sentences always in assertive form, and that's why at the end we give only full stop and nothing else. In spite of this thing being told many times, people make mistake in that also. And if they are not taking those things seriously, then how can they understand these things? These are difficult things actually, and more difficult things are coming. So the teacher asked me where I had gone the previous day. The teacher said to me, this where, you can write where in a bindas way, don't worry. Yes, WH word will come as it is. Now I had gone. Had gone is past perfect. If it is past perfect in indirect narration, we know there are two choices. In direct narration it was either present perfect or simple past. You sometimes have the freedom, but here you don't have the freedom. Why? Because here the phrase the previous day is there, and the previous day in direct narration it will become yesterday, and when you have the word yesterday, you have no choice between present perfect and simple past. No. If it is yesterday, you must use simple past tense. No choice between present perfect and simple past. That is why this we have to change into simple past only. One thing. What about the change of pronoun? This I, it is similar to the object of the reporting verb. This means in direct narration, I was actually a second person word. It was you. So we will write you in place of I. This is one thing. And the second thing is that we will use it in simple past tense, because the previous day, that is yesterday, will be used. And then if you make an interrogative sentence in simple past tense, then the auxiliary is did. Already you have written where, that is done. Now you will write did. Where did, I will become you. When you have written did, auxiliary in the past form did, the main verb will be only in the base form, go. Where did you go? Yesterday. Question mark? Question close. That is very important. So let us see the sentence again. The teacher asked me where I had gone the previous day. The teacher said to me, where did you go yesterday? Have you got it? Where did you go yesterday? The next sentence will be number 9. And that is, he asked me where I lived. He asked me where I lived. Just start like this. He said to me, that is very easy. He said to me, give comma, start with the quotation, where you can write where as it is. The difference is that here W must be capital. Be very careful about these things. Small w and capital W. There are many people who don't bother about these things. Small and capital. This is capital W, this is small w. So he said to me, where? Now here I lived, simple past tense. And it will be changed into simple present tense, first thing. And then what about the change of pronoun I? Again, this I is similar to the object of the reporting verb. This means that in direct narration it was a second person word, it was you. And so in place of I we will write you. In place of simple past tense we will make it simple present tense. And this is written in assertive form, we will change it into interrogative form. It means we will use an auxiliary, do. So where do you live? Where do you live? He asked me where I lived. He said to me, where do you live? I'll give you one more sentence showing the example of how narration is changed from indirect to direct for WH questions. My friend asked me how I was that day. My friend asked me how I was that day. My friend asked me how I was that day. The beginning is very easy, you know. Just write my friend said to me. This is simple. My friend said to me. Now again, WH word how. Just make W capital. Don't write like this. How I was, simple past tense. It will be simple present tense. This will be the change of tense. What about the change of pronoun I? I is again similar to the object of the reporting verb. This means this was you in the direct narration. And with you, the be verb will be are. And since we will make it in interrogative form, are will come before you. So how are you? How are you? That day will be today. My friend asked me how I was that day. My friend said to me, how are you today? These things are not that difficult actually. What is needed is that you have to have concentration. You have to focus on these things. You have to have interest. If you just think I am watching a video and then in between I am thinking of something else, no, you have to give your full attention on these things only, nothing else. If you want any help, you can see any grammar book, that is good. You can talk to any of your friends, any other teacher. All this kind of help you can take. But when you watch a video for any academic purpose, or you listen to a teacher who is taking a class, or you are reading a book, in all these things you have to pay much attention. Otherwise, even if it is not difficult, even if it is very easy, still you will find it really difficult. So focusing is very, very essential. These were the sentences that we have changed in, these are all WH questions. We changed from direct to indirect and again from indirect to direct. And now I will give you some homework on the change of narration for WH questions. The homework is given here. Number 1, my friend said to me, where were you born? Number 2, I asked him when he would go to Delhi. Number 3, Ratim asked his mother when the breakfast would be ready. And number 4 is Yasmin said to me, how can you do these difficult sums? Last one is number 5, which book do you need? I asked him. So these 5 sentences are your homework. These are all these are all WH questions, and you have to change them either from direct to indirect or from indirect to direct. You can just have a look and see. So narration, you have to take much care about narration, because this is the thing in your whole paper other than your comprehension test. Narration change is the only thing where there is no choice, there is no option. 2 questions will be there. They will carry 4 marks. I am talking about class 12 examination in Assam board. So those 4 marks are compulsory. You have no option. That's why you have to know things really very well. And for knowing things really very well, you have to practice. And before practicing, you have to pay much attention. So please do these 5 sentences. And in the next video, we will first of all discuss these things. And then we will start practicing the change of narration for some other type of sentences. With this hope, let us stop here. Thank you very much.